collaboration that you did with Gotye?
Well, the producer that I worked with on my first album, he also produced for Gotye, and I was a really big fan, huge fan of his work. And so I said, do you think I could meet him one day? And the producer, Francois, was like, yeah, of course, we'd love to meet you. And so we went out for coffee and hung out, became friends. I used to even cover one of his songs when I was a kid. I used to play his songs with Bob. And then one day out of the blue, he asked me, would you like to sing on this song I have? I'm trying to find the right female vocalist for the second verse. I'd love to, I'm a huge fan. And then of course, you know, it ended up being the right thing, and the rest is history, as they say.
Hi, good afternoon. Hi, Kimbra. I'm Miggy. Nice to
Cool.
meet you too. Shall we begin?
Absolutely,
Yeah?
yes.
All right. First, welcome. Thank you for coming.
No worries.
Yeah.
I'm excited to be here. Thanks for having me.
I learned that you first started writing songs at the age of 10. Well, earlier you said it was even younger than that.
Yeah, it's kind of just always coming up with things. Yeah.
Okay, that's fantastic. I'm curious because a lot of our viewers are young artists, and I'm sure they would love to hear from an artist like you. How did this all happen? Like, how did you first pick up a pen and write a song at younger than 10 years old?
Well, I think it was a natural way to express myself. I don't remember exactly there being a moment where I said, now I'm going to write a song. I was just always kind of singing to myself, and then I was listening to pop music on the radio, and I liked the idea of structuring my own songs, like a verse, and then there's the pre-chorus, and then there's the chorus, and I always found that interesting, and so I wanted to come up with it early on. And yeah, I think the big thing was learning guitar and then becoming really interested in song structure and different chords, and then discovering an 8-track, a Boss 8-track. It was always step by step by step.
Yeah.
I was just naturally curious about how to make music and just the idea of creating something from nothing.
Yeah. Can you name us a couple of those musical influences, or some of you mentioned some earlier, but I'm curious, like at the age of 10 and as your songwriting started blossoming and your career started growing, can you name us some of your influences?
Well, when I was very, very young, I just liked to listen to Mariah Carey and, you know what I mean, like Christina Aguilera and R&B, like anything that was on the radio.
Okay.
But it was a very big moment for me in high school when I discovered other artists, like I mentioned Kate Bush, but also, discovering Nine Inch Nails and like heavier music that was so different to R&B that I knew. And I was like, how do I find a way to still write pop songs but integrate some of the influences I have that are very diverse, the spirit of Miles Davis, who is like such an innovator. How do I bring that into my love of also a big chorus, with a pop hook, but find a way to put all these elements into it that I personally find really exciting and challenging.
Okay. Fantastic. And you mentioned, like, with your live band, you play your songs a little bit differently in order to, I suppose, incorporate that into it, huh?
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, their influences are like a lot of, King Crimson and, Mr. Bungle and the Mars Volta were our favorite bands when we were younger. And we loved Tears for Fears and stuff. So our world comes from those kinds of bands, and then also my keyboardist and bassist are from like the hip hop world. So there's a lot of different things that they bring to the live show, which makes it feel different.
Okay. You mentioned Queens of the Stone Age earlier. I love those guys.
Yeah. So I worked with Michael Schumann on my record for the song Carolina.
Oh, okay.
He plays bass in Queens of the Stone Age.
Right. Fantastic.
Yeah.
Let's talk about those live shows. So you've traveled, to so many countries and performed in so many different locations with different audiences.
Yeah.
Can you cite us one example of like a memorable stage experience that you had, whether it be good or for bad? Just like.
Brazil was incredible.
Rock in Rio.
Yeah. We worked with Olodum, who are a 12-piece percussion group that worked with Michael Jackson for the song They Don't Care About Us, which is a very iconic moment for Brazilian people. And we covered that song with Olodum, and they played along to some of my songs as well. And that was just I mean, there was thousands and thousands of people in the audience, you know, singing along to "All I Want to Say Is That They Don't Really Care About It," and just to lead that energy was amazing.
It's like a goosebump moment.
Very, exactly, yeah.
I promise you will have never seen anything like the show we're about to give you on Friday. So come!
Hello everybody, I'm Kimbra. I hope you'll come down to Jack TV's Mad Fest on Friday. It's going to be a night you won't forget. See you there!